Hi, welcome back to the channel. Before school started, I was a part of this program called Jumpstart, which essentially lets you move in a week early, and they have little courses for kids to prepare them for university life and how it's different from high school. And they would always ask us what questions we had. And one of the biggest questions that people had was, how do you manage your time in university compared to high school? When starting university, I realized how valuable time truly was. Everything moved so fast. In high school, at least for me, because I wasn't taking semestered high school, I would learn an entire course over 9 months, is it? And then in university, you have to learn an entire course in 3 months. And I realized that, time is so valuable. One thing that I did start doing, though, was I looked at my screen time and I'm seeing, this is valuable time that I'm wasting on these apps, not really being productive. I would find I was scrolling through Instagram and I'd be sitting there thinking, why am I doing this? I'm not getting anything out of this. I find this quite boring even. But somehow, I still just want to keep scrolling. So I just deleted it, and now I have so much more time because that was one thing that was eating up a lot of my time. So I find personally that staying focused when I'm in my room doesn't always work for me, and I need to go to different locations to study. What I really find helpful is studying when there's different people studying around me, because they just sort of keep me motivated. I'm working, they're working, we're all being productive. It's actually scientifically proven that the more places you study, the better you'll remember information. I think 3 is the minimum that you want to try and study the same subject in. If you go out to different places to study, the information isn't really necessarily as tied to your surroundings because you have been studying in so many different places. You'll remember it when you're in your test room, which might be different than your bedroom. Another thing that I like to do, this kind of branches off of studying out, is if I have a lot of stuff to do and I have a really busy day, I just tell myself, don't go home until you're done. Because as soon as I get home, I'm going to collapse onto my bed. I'm not going to want to do any more work because I've just had a bunch of classes that I was at, and it just feels so much nicer going home after a long day when you know that you've got everything done and you don't have anything more to do for the day. You can just relax, you're home now. So that's what I like to do if I have a really busy day. Something else that I like doing is when I have things that I need to get done, if it's a really busy and tight time frame where I can't really take a lot of breaks, or I can take breaks but I need to make sure that they're regulated, I will time block everything out. So I'll say I'm working from physics from 8 till 8:50, and then I have a 10-minute break. And then I need to work on my math from 9 until 9:50. And then I need to do some dishes for half an hour, and then I need to have half an hour just to get ready for bed and relax, and then I need to be asleep. So I find that this really helps me just to make sure that I'm on track. I'll look over, I'll be like, oh shoot, I'm running out of time, gotta just, it's helpful to know and be aware of how much time is passing, because if I don't do this on really busy days, sometimes I could just get distracted and I'll just not realize how behind schedule I really am, because I think, there's still more time in the day when really there isn't. So those are all my study tips. They may not work for everyone, and I find that this is just really helpful for me personally. Find what works for you and do well in school and have a great time now that you know how to manage your time properly. Bye!